Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my page, Money Making Juggernaut. I'm your host, Eric Richardson, the #1 educator in the asset recovery business. Today, guys, I have a great video in store. I am going to break down how you can do surplus funds in the state of Florida. If you're new, guys, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'm coming out with this content for you guys so you can dominate in this industry. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys today, nobody else is doing this. Literally, nobody is revealing how to do surplus funds in the state, giving you websites that you can use to your advantage for free. Of course, this is explained in my course. This is explained in other people's courses. It's somewhat to a degree, but guys, I'm the #1 educator in the asset recovery business for a reason. I'm looking out for you guys, and I'm going to show you in this video how you can work tax deed surpluses and mortgage foreclosure surpluses in the state of Florida. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. So for starters, we're going to go ahead and work on a site called Real Foreclosure. All right, Real Foreclosure services the state of Florida. It services other states as well. But the beauty is they have an auction calendar. With this auction calendar, we're able to see tax sales that are taking place. So last Thursday, there was a tax sale, and we can identify how many properties have a surplus based on looking at the sold to third-party bidder amount. So immediately we see that this one sold for $45,100, and they owed a little less than $2,500 in taxes. Well, guess what, guys? That means that is a $43,000 surplus. If you help somebody file this claim, you can get anywhere between 15 to 30%. That is a beautiful chunk of change. All right, let's see if there was anything else. It says redeemed. That means they paid their taxes. This one has a surplus of only $1,000. You don't necessarily have to go after that. But all right, so Thursday there was one sale that took place. We can look at the sale that took place before that. Here on the first page, small one, here we have a 6-figure surplus. So on the tax sale, we can view this county. This is just one county. We can do the jump to, and we can access all 67 counties in Florida. Not only can we see tax deeds, we can also view mortgage foreclosures. All right, so here in Hillsborough County, same thing, but instead of the opening bid, it's going to say final judgment. All right, so in this example, we see that the property sold for $287,900, and there was a final judgment of $171,000. That means the property sold for a higher amount. All right, so we have proof, we have evidence that the property was sold to a third-party bidder for more than what was owed. So if we're working with a client, we want to send them proof, we can send them the auction results and show them. Now, how can we figure out who the claimant is? Well, they have a parcel ID, which will take us to the property appraiser site, and we can see who that previous owner is. We can see the property's address. We have more than enough information to give to our client so that we can accurately explain. Now, when you are working these cases, you're going to want to do some research. You want to check to see if a claim has been filed. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the county's civil case search, and you're going to put in the case number, and you're going to search it. In this example, I pull up this case, I'm going to view it, and then we're going to look at the series of events. In the series of events, we look at a document called the Certificate of Disbursement. That is going to identify how much surplus is actually remaining. So this, in essence, is like a notice of surplus funds letter. This is telling us how much is remaining. So when we tie in that document plus the auction results, guess what, guys? That's more than enough proof to send to a client. And also here we can check to see how many claims have been filed. You can check to see if there's been any additional motions. So you're going to have to do some due diligence when you're working Florida. Now, on the tax sale side, what we can do is they have what's called a tax deed portal. So most counties will have their own tax deed portal. In Florida, here, work in this county, I just click surplus, and I can go ahead and toggle it from highest surplus to lowest. They have a $204,000 surplus, coming in second, an $82,000 surplus, $78,000 surplus. All right, these tax deed portals allow us to go in and do our research. Here, we can see notice of surplus funds letter, and we don't see a claim after that. Guess what? That means that this is a valid claim. You can click on the document, you can pull up the notice of surplus letter, and we can easily see how much they're entitled and who's entitled. They're even nice enough to give you a claim form. This is why Florida is one of the most transparent states in the nation. Other states will use a service called Real TDM, Real Tax Deed Management. Here we can see the surplus amount that is owed. We'll be able to click in on any of these. We can go to documents, and we can check to see if a claim has been filed. We can see a notice of surplus letter, and we can check the property information report to check to see if there's liens. So in terms of doing our research in Florida, super transparent. We can check the auction calendar. We can see properties that have sold for a higher amount. We can look at upcoming sales and identify properties that potentially will sell for a higher amount. We can perform research super easy. We can pull the documents. Guys, Florida is super transparent. Now, let's talk about the legalities of Florida. Is there a limit? Can you do this without an attorney? Things of that nature. For starters, guys, there's no limit. On the tax sale side, no limit. Mortgage foreclosures, you're only going to face a limit if you do voluntary assignment of interest. But if you use an attorney, you can charge a higher amount and you can receive payment. Now, you might want to know, well, what is this 120-day rule that you saw in Florida? In Florida, on the tax sale side, 120 days have to expire after the notice of surplus funds letter has been issued, in which they will not review any claims within the 120-day period. That does not mean you don't submit a claim. It just means that if you submit a claim, they have to wait 120 days before they even review. Also, within that 120-day period, the lien holders have to get a claim in. If a lien holder does not get a claim in within the 120 days, their rights are forever barred, meaning that they don't have a right, but as the previous owner, as an heir, they can still file the claim. In tax sales and mortgage foreclosures, you're looking to get your claim in as soon as possible. Now, which one can you get paid the fastest? Mortgage foreclosures, you can get a motion granted way faster than a tax sale because we have to wait the 120 days. But let's say you found a sale that took place 5 months and beyond. That 120-day period is up, so now it just comes down to the county to review and get paid out. The fastest that I've ever gotten paid, guys, was 2 weeks, but don't think that this is a get-rich-quick scheme. This is definitely something in which you file a claim and you're gonna have to wait. But Florida is a great state, guys. If you want to learn exactly how to do the state of Florida, guess what, guys? I have a Florida-specific state course. All right, in this course, you're gonna learn exactly how to navigate. I'm gonna give you guys examples of counties. I'm gonna give you guys walkthroughs. I'm gonna show you how to do due diligence. I'm gonna give you the paperwork necessary. I'm gonna give you everything necessary to be successful in Florida in that course. So check it out, guys. I'm looking forward to helping you out.